Now we're going to talk about the top 10 offensive tackles, left and right, was on the same list in the entire NFL. Who are rather the top 10 guys in the league as far as ones at offensive line. Bit of a projection here. Rasheed Walker, I think definitely last year, he is a very, very good pass blocker in the making. The Packers, this was a team that's definitely developed so many good offensive linemen. It's definitely kind of almost a factory of offensive linemen. So definitely a guy, Rasheed Walker, who's come in, young guy, definitely has Pro Bowl potential. I think he could go to the Pro Bowl as early as this year. He's definitely top 10. Got to improve the run blocking, but he's at the top of the league as far as pass blocking. His win rate as a pass blocker is outstanding. So definitely, so you look at some of the success Jordan Love have, definitely contributed to Rasheed Walker, and I think he's only going to get better as a young player. I have him at number 10. Christian Darshall for the Vikings. I have him at. Let's see. Hold on. All right. Sorry about that. Got to get the right slide up there. Number 9 is Andrew Thomas. Not very sure. We'll get to him in a second. Andrew Thomas is I like Andrew Thomas. He's outstanding. I like him as a pass blocking. He only gave up like 17 pressures last year and over 376 snaps. You don't get a lot of sacks with this guy. This guy is a terrific pass blocker. Signed a big extension last year. Why is he 9? Definitely he's missed some games. That's a little bit of a concern, as good as he's been. But if you can keep him healthy on the field, it's not even close. Is he the best Giants offensive line? I mean, where would they have been without Andrew Thomas last year? So keep him healthy. There is Darshall, number 9. I think he is terrific. You look at his win rate. I mean, he's outstanding. His run blocking is 95.1. I think he's the best in the NFL. I think he's an outstanding run blocker. I think his pass blocking is really good as well. But definitely, this guy is a mauler on the defensive as an offensive lineman. Definitely, he's not talked about as much. I mean, linemen aren't as well as general, but this guy, even for a really, really good offensive lineman, kind of goes under the radar a bit. So definitely got a lot of talent here. Definitely a guy. Here's again, kind of in the same Andrew Thomas, much better than I think easy best player on his line. Colton Miller, number 7. Miller, technically, he's not. It doesn't look great, which is why he's not as high on the list because it always doesn't look great. But he played 700 snaps and nobody during 2020, so nobody gave up fewer snaps for somebody that played as many as he did as Colton Miller. It doesn't always look good. He was like John Cena wrestling, like at times. Just looks a little rough. I think that's probably the eyeball test isn't there. I think that's maybe why he's underrated. But Colton Miller is really good. All the metrics say he is. Tristan Wirfs for the Bucs. So he moved from right tackle to left tackle for the Bucs. It definitely paid off. I think this guy absolutely is an outstanding pass blocker. Played in the Pro Bowl for him last year. Wirfs, I think, really, again, you look at a quarterback, not necessarily a Pro Bowler, and you look at the success. You look at what Baker Mayfield did last year. You look at Tristan Wirfs, moving him to left tackle, I think was an excellent move for them. Wirfs, I think, is great. Love his tremendous strength. Not quite a Larry Allen or whatever, but tremendous strength. Laremy Tunsil, I'm going to have him higher than I think you're going to see him a lot. I think the thing with Laremy Tunsil is a lot of people maybe don't like he gets too many penalties. I think that's it. You look at the win rate, the pass blocking, and the run blocking, I think he's really good. He's a better pass blocker than run blocker, but I think he's fantastic as well. I think, though, he gets too many penalties, so I think that's another reason why he's not higher, but I really like him. These 4 are terrific here at the top. This is probably the most improved in the last year. Jordan for the Eagles. I think maybe this may be the best run blocking combo in the league as far as tackles. Well, there ain't no maybe to it. Like the Eagles tackles, running the football, there's no question about it. Now they run a lot, definitely too, with Jalen Hurts there, but they're terrific as far as running the ball. He has really moved up. I can't think of a lineman or maybe a player in the whole league who has ascended as high as he has in the last 2 years. Definitely a huge leg up. I think this is the best right tackle in the entire NFL, Lane Johnson. Look, you lost Jason Kelsey in the offseason of retirement. The spirit of Kelsey lives in Lane Johnson. Get your hands on you. You can forget about it. He is a outstanding. The run blocking on the right side, you can. It's definitely too. That's where they're going to go running the football with Lane Johnson. I love him. I love him. This is very old school. There. Penei Sewell, I'm going to leave him at 2. Although all the stats and all the metrics say he was 1 last year, it's pretty close as well. This is probably 2, the best player on the best line in the National Football League with the Detroit Lions, Penei Sewell. I think going forward, I don't think it's only a matter of time before he takes the number 1 spot. But I'm going to leave him at 2 now. I think Sewell, though, is not quite Jonathan Ogden, but man, he's really, really good going forward. Definitely, he never needs help. Never needs help. Pass blocking, run blocking, all phases. He's good. You see, we talked about some other guys. They're good in one end, not yet. He's good in all phases. Penei Sewell, outstanding. And I think this is one of the top 5 offensive linemen of all time. Number 1, Trent Williams for the 49ers. I'm going to leave him at 1. I think he's fantastic. I think also, too, as quiet as kept, as great as he's been, he's kind of masked the deficiencies of the other linemen. He gets double teamed. You better double put. I mean, this guy is just unreal, like Trent Williams. I'm still thinking he's 1. Him and Sewell, very, very close. A lot of people picking Sewell because he's younger. I still think Trent Williams is number 1. So there you go. Top 10 offensive linemen in the entire NFL. So definitely keep that in mind. Thank you very much for that.